Hello, I'm Paul Saya. Today we're here to show you how to install the Digidapter inner ring on the Kowa scope, specifically the 20 to 60 eyepiece and the 25 to 60 Promenade eyepiece. The first thing you'll do is remove the eye cup off your eyepiece, and that's done by just counterclockwise turning it, and the eye cup comes completely off. The next step is to unscrew the thumb screw on the Digidapter and remove the inner sleeve. Now your sleeve will be black anodized, but today we're going to use this one so it demonstrates a little bit easier. You'll notice that the threads inside the sleeve is not in the center, and there's a reason for that. If you're using a small point and shoot camera like this, you'll want to install the inner ring where the large cup is facing down. And you put it over and you screw it on until it bottoms out. You hold it at the base of the eyepiece and just give it a little snug. When the ring installed like this, you notice that the eyepiece is sticking up quite a ways. And when you install the Digidapter, it allows the Digidapter to slide on further. And when you mount your camera, it changes the location of where your camera will sit. If you have a larger camera, similar to say a Nikon 1 or one of the larger point and shoot cameras, you can reverse the ring. The ring, like this, you'll notice there's a much larger difference here. That pushes the Digidapter further backwards, allowing more room on the platform for these larger cameras. So the choice is yours. Try both directions until you try to get the camera somewhat as far forward as possible. Once your inner ring is installed, you can actually go right to Digiscoping. But if you'd like to use the eye cup that was removed, on some cases you can do that. If you have a small camera like this, and the lens of the camera will fit through the eye cup as this does, you can actually still use the eye cup. If your lens is larger and won't fit through, you're going to have to Digiscope without it. So the first thing you would do is you use the palm of your hand and take your eye cup, push it against and rotate it clockwise. This collapses the threaded portion of the eye cup. And you can actually just insert it in and use it just like that. However, if the scope is aiming up and you find the eye cup falls off, there's actually a little trick that you can do. You can take just a very small piece of paper and you can just bend a little 90 degree on it, and you can set it on the edge, and with it on the edge you push the eye cup down and it just generates enough friction to hold it in place. It won't come off easily that way. Here's a little better view of how to use a piece of paper to hold your eye cup on, if so you need to be. Again, I just have a small little strip about a 1/4 inch wide with a little bend in it, and then simply push the eye cup on there. And if you notice, it stays on there pretty good. If you were to tilt the scope down, it won't come off. You have to make sure that you have clearance and everything to be able to use the eye cup. Once you have your inner ring properly installed, please go back to our instructions at Digiscopadapter.com and check out the remainder of the installation, and we'll show you how to properly set up your camera, as well as give you other tips and tricks on how to get your Digidapter to give you great results.